Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I'm going to review India Bones and the Ship of the Dead by Sytes. A street kid grown up penniless on the streets of Mexico Island finds himself suddenly amongst skeletons on the legendary Ship of the Dead. Eager for adventure, he sails the Caribbean, searching for treasure, the father he's never met, all the while making friends and bitter enemies. So I read India Bones and the Ship of the Dead as part of my group for the SPFBO Round 8, and honestly, from that title, I was looking forward to this one. We meet India Bones at the age of 13 getting roaring drunk, which kind of sets the bizarre tone for the rest of the book. His mother is dead, his father is missing, and he has been raised by an older woman and a group of other orphans. This really drives him through the book to the point of stubbornness, searching for his father. I did really feel his story blossomed when he was on the Ship of the Dead, but at other locations he was kind of carried along too much by the narrative of other characters. There are a good amount of characters here, really enough to flesh out the world. Some are better than others, but I felt the skeletons were the best of all and most developed. Other than India, that is. This world was immediately vivid and it felt full of life and colour. I really enjoyed how the writing was just descriptive enough for the style. It really moves along at a pace at points, so we're not too bogged down by detail. I really enjoyed the world building aspects of this. Places seem familiar, with names that you recognise, but they're quite different to what you would expect. Mexico is an island, for example. It really adds to the surreal feeling of this book. It is familiar, but somehow not. I think the Ship of the Dead is my favourite aspect of this, how it is described, how it fits into the world and its history. I really enjoyed the crew of the Ship of the Dead, getting to know them and how accepting they were of people's differences and suddenly finding India amongst them. The ship is almost its own character and the time we spent on it was wonderful. The pacing did feel a touch up and down. We had a really good start as we got to know everyone and joined the crew of the Ship of the Dead, but things really felt bogged down in the middle. They felt like there was quite a bit of backwards and forwards over the same ground as India travelled away from the ship. But then we threw ourselves into quite a monumental climax at the end where things just moved so quickly I couldn't keep up. I did feel though that things were a little bit too convenient at times regarding some dangerous aspects and certain characters reappearing in the story. Despite there being so many dead people in the story, I felt it was surprisingly wholesome. And I felt this one ended really well. There are 4 books out in the series so far with more to come, but this one concludes nicely. So are you interested in this one? I would love to know. Thanks for watching and I shall see you all soon.